When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will take the field first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's chat a little big picture Arizona. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week. And you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools. And this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Yeah, it's the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Crazy.
To the air on first down.
Oh shit, long go.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Pulls it in. It's Balkinson. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down coming up after that completion. Smith wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Arizona runs out the punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Fresno State will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Running into the open space. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll take it on the return. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it.
No, you want to throw in fucking beats,
How
man.
about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This offense has it with really good field position. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Agbada. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it from the red zone.
No.
Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield.
Man.
Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This should be the last play of the quarter. It's a draw. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
7, Arizona, 0.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Oh, he's got some space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Fresno State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Fresno State, 14, Arizona.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say,
damn, I hate
kind of
this
understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Smith wants to throw. He's got his man across the middle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but
Lofts one high and deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Yep.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
and you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10, and the returner is stopped. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh my God.
And the quarterback was looking for the big fella. And I tell you what, you throw these routes to big tight ends, it usually ends well, but it was really, really good coverage, breaking on that corner route and getting the ball to the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got another 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to throw again. Working that wide receiver screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's a math equation. Nice job. He sees the numbers. I got numbers out wide. I got blockers that can go make a play. Get it to
Really
my
wish my
playmaker.
dog would have
He
slowed
does
it
the
down and
rest.
pushed it
Gets
to
in
the
for
picks.
6.
28, Arizona. 7.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job with the base defense making a play.
And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
No.
On target to the left. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field.
Dude, how the fuck are they catching everything? Come on.
The 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Dude.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man down.
Where the fuck are y'all at?
Finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He wants to throw it. He's going for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone.
Come on.
Wildcat.
Whichever goddamn can touch the ball over here.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Fresno State 28, Arizona 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Balkinson. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
He runs out of bounds after 47.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short.
Oh,
Pass rush. Coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Under fire.
no. How you underthrow it? You fucking clown. Oh my God.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Swings it out to his running back. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Oh my God.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there.
It
No
was
way the
fucking
official's
who
going to miss
cares?
that.
They're gonna catch it
3
anyway.
yards.
Doesn't matter what the
First
fuck
down
they
for the
do.
offense after that penalty. Smith wants to throw. And wings it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. This time he's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Good job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over in the offense. We'll go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll open the second half with a run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass.
Dude,
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're working that left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
God damn it, man. We can't catch a motherfucking break.
Down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The run from the shotgun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Got his man out of the backfield. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Fresno State right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fresno State.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Not with me.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Arizona runs out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. On the snap, it's Peppers. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
That's a really good job on the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make
Dude, nice fucking block.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Tight end now in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability...
There he goes! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. Makes the catch. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. It'll be 3rd and long. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Dude.
Intercepted, and
What
finally,
was
this
that?
defense makes a play. Good gain on return. This defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. Handoff to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He caught it.
Nice
He'll
fucking
be
target.
stopped just short of the
You're so
end zone,
good.
but they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Give to the running back. Nice move there. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to
Dude,
scrounge
that's
3
up,
yards
man.
out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I hate it.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give from the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Starts to scramble to the left. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll try to pop the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
No, of course he
Got
fucking
it
is.
behind the line. It's Weeks. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. The pass is
Fucking suck,
incomplete, and
man.
1 second is left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought
This
to
team
do
is
it.
so ass. So ass.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship.